All right, so we're going to take a look at the project we'll be building in this section. It's called News Grid, and it's basically a UI for a news website. And it's going to be pretty simple in terms of the number of pages. We're just going to have a home, about, and then we have a single article page, which we'll take a look at. And obviously, we'll be using the grid system here. And I'm just going to go through this real quick. So we have a nav bar that's sticky, so it sticks to the top wherever we go. And this logo here is just something that I created in Photoshop. Well, I took an icon, added some color to it, added some text, and I might add on a bonus video showing you how to do something like that in Photoshop. I also created a light version down here to be placed on dark backgrounds. So we have the nav bar, we have some font awesome social media icons here, we have our links, and then we have this showcase area, which would be like a featured article. And we're using an overlay. We're going to use the before pseudo selector as we looked at in a past video. We're using the grid to kind of push all this over to the side. And then, of course, down here we're using grid CSS. And this one, for instance, is going to span over a column. This one spans over. We're going to have different utility classes for different background colors. We'll be using CSS variables. All the images you see here you'll have in a folder called image resources in this lecture. And then the footer, we're using the grid as well. We have these 4 different sections, and then this one that spans all the way across, just the copyright. And then the about page is very simple. We just have a main area, and then we have our sidebar. We're using the grid here. And the article page is similar. We have the main article with an image, some meta info like the author, the date, the category, and then on the side we have the categories links, which don't go anywhere, and then this join our club little widget here. So any other grid items we add here would get placed on the sidebar. So it's very efficient or scalable if you want to add more content. All right, now let's take a look at the responsive version. So I'm going to open up my dev tools. And let's take a look. This is Landscape iPhone X. So as you can see, it looks pretty good. Let's turn this around in portrait mode. And everything is stacked on top of each other nice and neatly. If you look at the About page, same thing. Let's take a look at an iPad. Okay, so on the iPad, I just kept the inner pages having the 2 columns here. On the home page, I changed this grid to be in 2 columns rather than stacked, because I think that on an iPad it's too wide to have just one per row or just one column. So we have 2 here, and if I take it out of this mode, and you'll see that as I bring the browser down, when I hit 768, it's going to go into 2. And then when I hit 600, it goes into 1. Okay, so it's very responsive, and I think that you're going to learn a lot in this project. All right, so let's go ahead and get started.